Hi, Angela here. I got my fancy work glasses on today, and we are working on the Tracie Fox Challenge, the Great Unfinished Project Challenge, and tomorrow it's due, and I'm going to be done. Yay! So let's finish up the inside of this. I'll show you what I did here in just a minute. I'm going to give this just a little clip so I can get a point on it. Oh, that wasn't it. There, that might do it. Okay, we're going to string the green one on. These are Swarovski Crystals. I'm working in close quarters here with my book and trying to get my glass thingies to work good. And I need to see, I think this is going to be too small. I kind of needed to see if this would go on here, because the hummingbird hang on, has a little wing that sticks out, which means the Swarovski crystal can't get down in there close enough, but that is too tiny, so that will not work. That's a star, cross. This one could work. Let's just find out. Probably not, but, and it may be that I can't get this through there. Oh yeah. Is that gonna work? Yeah, that allows the crystal at least to sit straight. And this one takes up enough space between the head and the wing that it's laying pretty flat. So let's go ahead and put another one of those on. These are just little barrels. And then we'll put on our crystal. Just so it has a little decoration there. Let me flip those eyes up so I can actually see now. I'm going to pull this down so that this will come quite a ways down. And I'm going to tie a second knot in it. The wax should stick to itself and form a nice tight bond. But hang on. I'm going to go ahead and glue it and hope that it stays, you know. Guess I should make sure I'm recording this time. Last time I was recording, but there was no sound. So I was going over how to do all this beadwork on the front page and finally realized that you couldn't hear a thing I said. You guys were ignoring me. Okay, I know you didn't mean to. It was my own fault. There's that one. Oops. Sometimes these goggle things make it worse because they don't adjust unless you're close up. So you're working right in your eyeballs. So I like to put beadwork on my journals. It's just something I kind of like adding a little bit of it. Okay, now this one. So this is a good place to add it since I'm not adding a spine dangle or anything. Whew. There. Got it. Ooh. So, can you believe it? I'm going to get done with this album today, and we are going to do a walkthrough shortly. Can you believe it? YouTube posted posted my third video for this, but didn't post the second. So it went right from 1 to 3. So I just posted them both this morning because I'd already received comments on the other one. So didn't want to make people wonder what happened. My goodness, Pat Angela, always pulling the videos back, but I only pull them back if YouTube misdirects them. Okay, let me get rid of some beads here. Put those there. This is going to go back there. And let's put that there. These were head pins that we used, and we'll go over that in just a minute. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, that's a heavy one. Oh, I forgot to put those away. Well, we'll do that in a little bit. Okay, so I have one more page that needs to be decorated. That is a little tiny crimp bead. I'll put it in this little capture jar that I have. And I'll put that tree of life in that little capture jar too. What's a capture jar? Well, it's a plastic cup. And inside of it, there's a stamp that I was looking for yesterday. This is from Rachel at Roxy Creations. And it's just tidbits of stuff that gets put on the desk, and then I keep finding it, and so I put it in there, and then like once a month I go through that and put it all away where it belongs. Okay, one little bookmark here. Now I was going to make a little tuck here with this envelope. What could we put in there? I'm sure there's something. Diddy dum. I think don't want that. What I'm looking in is my Edith Holden. All above flourish in the mead, then I love most these flowers, white and reed. So's that man called daisies in our town. Today I picked some daisies in a field and saw some yew in bloom. The young nettles are shooting up and a number of herbaceous plants are shewing new green leaves, as foxglove, treacle mustard, ground ivy, etc. The groundsel is in flower too. Plowing and hedging and ditching are going on everywhere. This has been a wonderfully mild January. What would you write now, dear Edith? What would you write? We would all be saying, oh my gosh. See, I think I just want to cut something out to be in there. It doesn't matter if the whole thing's there. There is a yew tree, pride, stands. Oh, you just hate to. Ooh, look at this. I can do that. I can. This is the page. Okay. Edith will love your books. And I want to take it right here. So I'm going to cut this here. And we'll cut it off right about here. I'm going to leave these tools out because we are done with that. And I can put away the tape because I'm no longer struggling with beads. And we'll put that over there. We'll put our glue back in. This will be very pretty. It will be Edith Holden beautiful. Let me go ahead and trim off. Oh, and I know you put it in there. There it is, right there. I knew it was there. Just could not find it. Okay. And down right there. Okay, I might need to trim it just a little bit more. Yep. We're going to trim off this side. Okay, now a little off the bottom so that maybe we can start seeing his tail a little bit more. Okay, so there we go. Now, let's use this to start trimming around here. Let's erase that. I think what I'm going to do is just seal the bird up, and then it will be like a pocket behind it. Oh boy, my desk is really, really messy, isn't it? Well, let's see. I want it to go over just a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to take off this little bottom piece. We'll start by gluing this one down, if I can find the glue. Scooch that up a little bit. I was off just a little bit right there. That's okay. We'll make do, won't we? Let's tear this off right about here. And put this right there. Am I on camera? I need to move this and then I'll get back in the right place. There. No better? Oh, and there it is. I see it now. I'm just going to put that on there, I guess, and then trim it off. I mean, at least that way I'll have it in the right place. Look at that, and then I get it off on the side. Oh, and what are we going to do with you today, my girl? Don't know. Okay, there's that. Can we put the flower sideways? Why not? Why not, she says. Need to tear a little bit of that so it looks a little bit better. That little corner still shows, so that needs to be something a little wider. Look at this pretty angel that can be used for Valentine's Day. Let's see. If we go right there, right below that. Okay. I'm going to just put that on there like that. I'm going to take it off right there. It sounds like I can hear Luigi chewing on plastic somewhere. He's in my bedroom across the hallway. What do you think he's doing? Okay. So I've kind of made a little line across there. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can tear that. And then we'll do that. A little bit of February information. If you can figure it out when it's all tore apart. though, isn't it? Little robin listening for the worm. And then he captures it, of course. He's such a smart little bird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and seal this, and then we're going to just make a little tuck pocket there. Or not. Maybe just a spot. Oh, I lost my page because I took my book and threw it over there. Okay. So I did put that on. Have that. Where was I going to put it? I think it was like right here. Let me see where I put the other ones. This one has the little I thought it was this one. The little feather. Right there. Maybe it's before. Oh yeah, it's like the third page in. Oh yeah, see here, I put the bunny. So we need to go here. Right here. And let's just plop that in there. I think I'll go clear to the edge because there's a little tear on this page. And I really don't want it to come undone. So I'll make it more like a little tuck spot. And I still forgot to go around the edge with this. Inky dinky doo. I forgot to go around you. There we go. Good enough. There. Perfect. Now, all we need is something to tuck in there. Let's go back to that page on Edith Holden. Where did you go? Little page of mine. Did I tuck it back in the page? The other one is there. What did I do with it? Toss it in the drawer? No. I knew there was a second half to it. Oh, I guess I cut it up, didn't I? Well, that won't work. Oh, look at that pretty bird. Gotta save that. Okay, so you know what? I have a page over here. I was going to use these. And, oh look here. Red Start, number 44. National Audubon Society. Look at that. That's cool. I kind of like that. I'm going to keep it. And here is some lavender. We got to save that for the lavender journal. Let's use this one. We'll just give it a little fold here. A little fold here. And we're going to tuck it in. And there is our journal. Done! Yay! I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. So let's go for a walkthrough. So, started last spring, worked a little tiny bit on it, and towards the summer, changed directions from spring to nature, and it came on in the spring when, or in the late winter when COVID happened, and I don't know, the COVID anxiety just followed this journal wherever I went. Well, I quit working on it, and it was, I had the first half of the signature done. I think I had 6 pockets in it. And then I had placed belly bands in the other 2 signatures. I had a couple of flips put in it. 3, 1 in each signature. But, you know, it was mostly undone. And now look at it. Fat, fluffy, beautiful. Ooh! And it feels good, guys, girls and guys. So I have used the craft text on this one. I have used a chipboard here and covered it with coffee dyed paper and put an Edith Holden cutout here. This is also a craft text, and it's been hole punched with this edge design. And here it says woodland. And on the back, more coffee dyed paper on a chipboard, and then we have the corner protectors. The tie is just a Torin fabric, and I have put a beautiful little yellow gold trim on it. That trim came from Michael's. So let's have a quick walk through. So on page 1, we have lots of strings, and we have a little booklet with just some pages and our last page. So there's that. On the beginning of each signature, I put the fabric ruffle, and on the middle of each signature I put a ruffle all the way through. And then on the front of each signature I started it with a little tiny fabric flip with just some different textures to play with. On this page we have a just a library card, and I'm not going to get real complicated about pulling everything out here. My coffee dyed papers. Here we have one of those flips I mentioned earlier. This paper has a lovely feel to it because it's got all the texture from the lace in it. Songs of Spring kit. The little bird feather I found. A booklet with a little bird on the front. It has room for whatever the keeper wants to put into it. And just some more Beautiful textures and feels and places to write. That's more of my coffee dyed paper. And I have lined the belly bands at the top. I thought about putting something more on these, and then I decided no, the book and the trim is really quite enough. Here we have one of my papers from the kit. Tea-dyed paper. And, oh, it's a tea-dyed parchment paper. And another library pocket. More of my coffee dyed paper. Songs of Spring. And here we have just a journaling card that's been collaged together. And here we have an Edith Holden mouse. I think it's Edith Holden. Just collaged on the front there. Here I opted to start adding some of Artie Mae's and Tracie Fox, their nature. They did a nature, I can't think what that was called now, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll put both their Etsy links into both their Etsy shop links in the description box. And then I also pulled out, earlier I'd bought Artie Mae's ferns and mushroom, and I've used quite a bit of the mushrooms and some of the ferns in here. And Tracie Fox labels. Her nature labels were perfect for this. I didn't put them all over the place. I just put a few in. And a journaling card. But just some of the pages needed an added piece. Now this is where I was going over all the beads and how you do this and how you do that. And you don't know it, but we made these little pieces on head pins. But there they are. They're all beaded. Let me see that okay? Let's see. Let's put them both down this way. There we go. They have a bird on them. And then after I got finished making it, I realized on the opposite side, the bird's upside down. Or sideways. Here we have another little journaling card. I added some bling to it. Some Edith Holden in the background. This was a little envelope that came with some other things in it. It's very thin, so I just folded the edges down here and put some more of the Songs of Spring paper on it. With some Edith Holden. This background paper is one I got off of iPicky, I think. It was a copyright free. More of my paper. Just a woodland stroll. Little bit of trim there. There we go. Bring you up a little closer. The backs of my papers are some receipts. Here's a little side pocket, top pocket. This and this go together. It's actually a postcard that's been trimmed down into two little pieces. Something you might see while on a nature walk. Some lambsy-divies. So pretty, isn't it? Here, I had to go ahead and glue the bottom because this kept falling out. It does stick up a little bit on the top, but I think it's okay. So it's just an envelope with a little piece of coffee dyed, with a coffee dyed paper in it, and some stamps and different things. There's a stamp of a feather. This is from the Songs of Spring. Here's an Artie Mays. These are out of her kit, Ferns and Mushrooms, and then Mushrooms and Toadstools. I don't know if that was hers or if that was Tracie Fox. And then inside I have some of my offcuts. Might as well use them up. So, and then on this one I just put a nice wide gold trim on it to kind of cover up in that space. That was one of the pages. More coffee dyed. Okay, signature 2. Here's the fabric tuck. Or fabric flip, sorry, with a little bling. Bling! And here is this one. You can write on the back. Coffee dyed paper. Here's another flip. Songs of Spring, and then this is coffee dyed. This bunny I may have gotten from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I am not sure, but I think maybe. So now it's going there. Here's the second little booklet. This one has just coffee dyed extras in it. Little pocket back here. This one's trimmed with a green and white. I love this coffee dyed paper. It's so pretty. Wishers, you know, you want to make wishes. More of my kit. This is printed on a coffee dyed paper, so it is dark. Another library card. And this one I stamped with a mushroom. This mushroom is from Artie Mays' kit, Ferns and Mushrooms. This is just a postcard that I had, that I backed with scrapbook paper. And the end of middle of signature too. And here are the beads that I put in this one. Those are Swarovski Crystals. I love to use them. Make sure I'm on camera, and I am. Here's another one of these. And I've just put a little tag on them. Backed with coffee dyed and covered with coffee dyed. It's an interesting way to make a tag. These are a honey dyed paper I did. It's not from honey, it's from a honey colored Tim Holtz ink. Plus coffee dye. Here's another. This is an Artie Mays. Yes, I believe. Or it could be Tracie Fox. I'm really sorry. I don't have a copy of the very front page. Very cool. And then one of the Artie Mays' mushrooms. And then this is an Artie Mays. And then this is mine in the background. And my coffee dyed paper. It was a good way to make a tuck. And here's another envelope. I love this because I made it, and this is right side up because I wanted the fruit right side up. and then you have to flip it over and to get it right side up again. Crazy things. It says Buttercup Kisses, and I've stamped on it here and there. I went bling crazy, so I added bling here on the center of each flower. This is an Artie Mays envelope. I have put this on the back, and inside I've just tucked a piece of a piece of her paper. This is one of the sheets that she made for the background. So I went ahead and it was perfect. Isn't that pretty? There it is. So beautiful. Colors are really vibrant and beautiful. End of signature 2 and on to 3. This was a pretty simple little ruffle, or flip and ruffle. And here I have another Artie Mays, and it's just a journaling notebook. And this is a double tuck. This is an Artie Mays. This is an Angela. That would be me. This is an Angela. That would be me. An Angela flip. And I've added some Edith Holden to it. Here's the pocket we just made. Here is another belly band with a little notebook. These are a Tim Holtz, and this is Edith Holden. And I've just used a little trim on it again. Another library card. An Artie Mays mushroom and an Angela Thoma bird background. One of my papers from Songs of Spring. One of my coffee dyed papers. And it's stamped. This is one of my pockets. It's an Edith Holden background and one of my papers. And then this is Artie Mays. And this is an Artie Mays. Oops, I got a crinkle page there. Look at that. Crinkle page. I love this one. It's on a coffee dyed paper. And this is one of my my Songs of Spring. Here are the last two with the birds. Oops. There they are. And let's see. Let's flip on through here. Here's one I made with bees. This is another one of these. It's got a graph paper on the back. And this tag and this tag have the same little ephemera in it. Here's another Artie Mays mushroom that I cut out because I needed an added pocket here. And I really like using those large circles. And this is one of my pockets. And once again, we have one of these side tuck pockets. This is a Tracie Fox label. These are my tickets in the Songs of Spring. And here I've just cut down some postcards and just left them white on the back. And here I've tucked in some little chicks and a little luggage tag, some birds, and another tuck with an envelope, and another Tracie label. Oh, that's that paper that feels so good. Now here on the last page I have put in the last of the postcards. I have put in an envelope. When I sell my journals, I always try to sell ephemera with them. I always put my ephemera in with them. So here is a bunch of ephemera in here. Labels and little tiny bits of coffee dyed paper and all kinds of goodies. And then the very last page has a couple more extras in it that you might want to put in the book. And there we are. Finished! Yes, 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 yes. I completed the challenge. I am so excited about that. Now I'm off to the next one that starts on Sunday. It's not a challenge, but it's a new project by Martha Menegros and Carol at Free Spirit Arts. Martha Menegros Shabby Craft Studio, I think. I don't know. I have to look at all these names and memorize better. Okay, well, thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Mine is going better. I am going to take pictures of this, and I am going to post at the challenge Facebook page, and I don't know, it just feels good to get it done. Thanks for hanging out with me for this project. Bye!